Well, hi everybody, thanks for joining me today. Subject matter is on movement and the 3 basic exercise types. Now, you probably all are either doing some sort of exercise or would like to do some exercise or kind of know what you should be doing based on your preferences and your favorite choices. But today, before I dive into this subject matter in a lot more detail in future videos, I thought on for over 2 decades. So the 3 basic ways of exercising are 1, aerobic exercise, 2, flexibility, and 3, resistance type exercises. So it's important that you integrate these 3 different types, maybe not all on the same day, but certainly within a week you're covering all 3 areas. And if not, then I encourage you to review your schedule, prioritize, make the choice, and then slowly start with the new exercise to complement the other 2, or the new 2 to complement the 1. And if you're not doing any of these 3 things, maybe just stick to the aerobic to begin with and then increase your repertoire as time goes on. So what am I talking about? What are these different types of exercise? Well, the first, aerobic, well, it's just simple. Get your heart rate up as you're exercising, get a sweat going. And, it could be from walking, probably high pace or power walking to get a sweat. And you can do different speeds. You don't need to go at the same speed all the time. Other aerobic exercises, of course, is jogging or running. You may enjoy cycling better. Or other things like rowing, whatever takes your fancy. But the whole idea is to be doing it for about 30 minutes. And if you're nowhere near 30 minutes, just start with 10 and then slowly build it up to 30. If it's high intensity, there's an exercise routine called high intensity training, which has a lot of evidence behind it. So you can do that for short bursts, get your heart rate up to maximum or near maximum, and then rest. And just repeat that 4 or 5 times. And that can be completed in 5 to 7 minutes. That's something I don't know, and I will be looking at this in future weeks. So high intensity exercise with aerobics is a great way to optimize your health. Okay, second type, flexibility. So how many of you are doing some yoga type exercises or stretches? Or Pilates, that's the one I do. I do this every morning, 5 days a week, and really enjoy a 20-minute stretch and movement exercise, focusing with lots of attention on my breath, on the movement, on the extent of the movement or the fluidity of the movement. So lots of different ways to optimize flexibility. Other ways to do it can be like Tai Chi or Qigong. You probably need to go to a class if you want to get into this for the first time. Yoga, as I mentioned, is a great exercise way forward and you can do that just simply in simple poses like maybe the cat stretch, on all fours on a mat or on the floor. And just push your head up and then down, and the opposite movement with the lower spine. So it kind of goes up and down like this, and up and down like this. So the cat stretch, or just lying simply on your back with your legs straight up in the air against a door or a wall, and just stay there and do some breathing exercises which will stretch your lower back, and you can focus on your breathing. I have a podcast interview coming up with a lady called Nadine, who's an expert in this field, and I look forward to sharing that on my podcast show and learning something more about yoga than I already do. So the last type I mentioned was resistance. Well, classically that would be weights. So you can either go to a local gym or purchase some simple weights from some stores nearby. I purchased mine from online, and I've been doing it for several years now, and just have a little routine. I purchased a men's health magazine at one point and just copied the exercises in there, which I find very helpful. Alternatively, you can go online or get a personal trainer, and they can guide you through all of these types of exercises, but especially the weights and the aerobics. You know, other ways of doing resistance exercise is simple calisthenics. So you can do a plank and then add in some push-ups and start with low numbers and then work it up. To go with the planks and the push-ups is squats. And if you do these three, you will cover all the muscles in your body. And it's a great way to do it, to cover your resistance. It can be done through the simple act of brushing your teeth and do some squats while you do that, or before you jump in the shower to do some push-ups. So really important to think about resistance. And the reason resistant exercises are important is to increase muscle mass, which helps to burn fat, keeps your metabolic rate higher, and can overall make you healthier. The current resistance exercise that I do is using bands. I use them on holiday or trips, and right now, as I'm in transition, well, here in the UK, I'm waiting for my weights to arrive, but I just use bands, and very helpful to utilize simple exercises. I use them for hip flexion, extension, and abduction. That's where your legs go out from the midline. I also use it for bicep curls, and I also incorporated some swimming techniques with my bands, and do some simple strokes with breaststroke, backstroke, and freestyle. So that's what I get up to. My walking is really good right now. I'm not quite started work in the UK, so I'm walking an hour a day out there in nature. But usually I would walk about half an hour a day and a bit more, maybe a 2-hour walk in the weekend. But I'm just adjusting into my routine, and walking is very simple, very cheap, and very easy on the body, and will minimize any sort of old injuries, strains, sprains, maybe old fractures. So walking, highly recommended, and probably the best exercise of all, I think, overall. So there we go. There's 3 different types. You've got your aerobics, you've got your flexibility, and you've got your resistance. So I encourage you, whatever age you are, to restart these activities or start thinking about them. Do a little bit of research and just start. Start. If you have a question to me, please reach out, make a comment in the comment section. Please give me a like on this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Dr. Wayne Phimister. Also, every Saturday at 8 AM Pacific time, that's 4 PM in the UK, I have a live Zoom link for my chronic pain patients and clients from around the world. So I welcome you for free advice and a discussion on how to optimize your experience on the pain journey. If you're interested, send me an email at support@waynephimister.com. That's support@waynephimister.com. Thanks so much. I look forward to the next video.